Last season, they met just over an hour down the road with the Big Ten championship at stake. And today, there are enormous implications for the rematch. Ohio State comes into Bloomington to take on the reigning national champion, the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you for more on this Big Ten clash. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
We might not have said this a few years ago, but when Ohio State matches up against Indiana, it is a big deal. Keep in mind, the Hoosiers beat Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game last year on their way to the national title. But Ohio State knows they could be the team to beat in the Big Ten this year. It is all on the line for some early dominance when Ohio State takes on Indiana. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Running inside, it's Beebe. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
The Hoosiers line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not a lot of room to field this one. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The run inside. It's Jackson. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Here's Julian saying to throw. Got his man. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing straight.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that field fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and ball. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete on third down.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurting him up, speeding up the thought process.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Shows him the stiff arm. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Rushes on him. Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Preston. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Finds his man. It's Beebe. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
And love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of them. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
The Hoosiers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Looking to get it in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And I don't think people realize how fast windows close in sports, man. Like, it happens so fast. It looked like the QB thought he had some space, was going to go get the first down, but you got to love the speed of the defense, corralling him quickly and stopping him short of the first down.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical fourth down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. Two dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on fourth down.
He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Throwing, say it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. To the air on first down. Looking long. He gave his receiver a chance, and it pays off. What a tremendous grab. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Say it. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. To the air. It's Sayin. Fires to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss, because that could have been worse.
Again, it's Sayin. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he added the extra point. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed over the middle. It's shot.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Second down, he'll throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back. Looking to throw, it's Hoover.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Man, defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Can't get him to the ground. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Line gets set, first down. Ncaa fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Scanning the field, it's Ncaa. He wants to go deep. Picked off to stop the threat. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Looking for a gap. It's Richard. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line.
There's some room. They get him out of bounds at the 32, but that is what you want out of this running game.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
from inside his own 15. Let's see how far he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Here's Ncaa to throw. Fires to the middle. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
It's complete on the right side. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time,
He wants to go deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Ncaa back to the air. Fires to the wideout. Over the middle, it's Smith. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's Ncaa to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. To the air, it's Hoover. Under fire. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Misfired on first down. Back to the air on second. With sure hands, it's shot. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Throw it, say it. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
From the gun on third down, say it. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Again, it's Ncaa. He unleashes a long one. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they turn it into a defensive score. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 13 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Aggies who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
Say it. Here's a heat. He's looking deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State in the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Saying back to the air. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Say it. Unleashes to the end zone. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception reception. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Hoosiers! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
He's going to let it go. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. With the catch, it's Richard. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Caught behind the line. It's Becker. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Working that left side now. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Oh, he's getting ahead of touchdown, Indiana! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Running inside, it's Jackson. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Unloads it left. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. This offense has it with really good field position. Makes the grab. It's Richard. There he goes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
On target. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Indiana! He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. And the point after is good. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Here's Sayin to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Lets it fly. And he's thrown another interception. Looking for more room. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This guy is so comfortable in zone coverage. They're playing cover 2, and he's just back there roaming around in the middle of the field. He's so confident in his speed to break on the ball. As soon as he saw where the QB was trying to go with it, he put his heel on the ground, accelerated, and made the pick.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Finds his man, it's Marsh. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. He goes right back to the air. Fires left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They just keep firing. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of.
Snags it, and he's open. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Sayin on the play action. He wants it all. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, but there is a penalty marker on the field. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the 4th quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now, even more down the stretch.
The run inside. It's Beebe. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The short hands. It's Richard. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Gives it on the option. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Goes to the option. Keeps it on the option. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Throwing, say it. That's caught. It's Jackson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to hit.
Trying to beat the D deep. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He makes the catch at the 10. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Say it. Looking left. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't.
Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Finds his tight end. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry up. Again, it's Ncaa. Escapes the pressure going right. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide.
Racing down the left side. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Ncaa. Intercepted for the 11th time. Inside the 50. The 30. The 20. The 10. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
Number 96, set to kick it away.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.